Hi there, and welcome back to another BobBlast. This one is actually being filmed in one of my workshops up here in, where am I, folks?
Oakville, outside of Toronto,
There you go.
Canada.
Canada Day, and this happens to be the weekend of Canada Day. I love that, Canada Day. Okay, so that's what we're doing. We're doing a large and loose demonstration this whole week, and we've all been painting and throwing paper collage all over the place, and that's what I'm going to be demoing today. Let's get started. So as I mentioned to you, I'm going to be doing collage work using the colors that are in my color wheel. Here's my sketch of an earlier painting I did a long time ago. And this is two couples, a lot of tissue paper and paint. And I'm ready to go. I'm going to be working on the graphics, the abstract shapes, and texture. So I've already have my concept down. Now the whole idea now is to be freewheeling, and let's see how crazy we can get. Not only do we have paper, I've actually peeled off the skins off the table. My table, as you know, is covered with plastic, so when the paint dries, I go on my mixing here. When the paint dries, I can peel it all off, and I can use these in my collages. So I use paper and the acrylic paint skins, and I peel off the table. I don't throw anything away. So here I go. I'm going to start using all of these materials, and the glue that I use is an acrylic medium. Everybody makes an acrylic medium. Elmer's glue, all the way up into all the different brands that you are used to using. Everyone makes an acrylic glue. So that is what I use. It's acrylic, so when it dries, I can continue to paint more acrylic paint on top of it, and that's why I use the acrylic glue. Better known as a gel medium. Everybody makes it. Choose the one you want to use. Here we go. So the material I'm going to be using, this is a 300-pound Kilimanjaro watercolor paper, right? So you can use Arches, Kilimanjaro, any of those, Senneliers, whatever you want to use. So that's the paper. I've already put down a tone. And I threw a little bit of rubbing alcohol on it while it was still wet, just to break up the surface, because it's a fun way of starting. Breaking up the surface so it's not this clean, perfect image here. So I've got some rubbing alcohol splashed on here. It's really wet. I'm ready to go. I have my glue, my gel medium. I have my paper. I have my skins. We call them skins. This is the acrylic skins. Okay. And the way I do collages is I put the glue on the paper first. I don't actually put the glue on the paper here, the collage paper. I actually put it on the whole surface, just like this. Lots of it. Lots of it. Otherwise, you find yourself tearing off these little pieces of paper and putting down your collages like this and sticking it down like that. How boring is that? I put down the glue all over the place. I just get started. Now I don't use scissors or knives. I tear it because I like that serendipity. There we go. And you push it into the glue and put glue on top. Put the glue on the top. It gets rid of all those air bubbles. Okay? These are black and white Xeroxes that I've used. These are pieces of artwork that I've done. That way I have ownership. So I make my own images. That way I'll be able to recognize my own work. Water all over the place. Like that. More glue. I don't have a set plan other than just wanting to put a whole lot of texture down, because that's how I start. If you wouldn't know exactly what you're doing, I wouldn't be doing this. More glue, all over the place. And again, you push it back down into the glue, get rid of all the air bubbles. So make sure I put lots of glue on top and underneath. The complaint I hear an awful lot is I get bubbles. That's because you're not using enough glue through the whole thing. This is a wonderful group up here. There's about 18 people in my workshop. They've survived me for a whole week. They're still talking to me. I'm still talking to them. It goes both ways. But you see how I start? Always super, super loose. You're all being good little children right now. They're being quiet. We just told them a couple of minutes ago we're going to film them, so now they're all panicking here. But I do want to show you how I do my collages. Now, after I do that, while it's still wet, I'll take in some, even my colors that are right out of my color wheel. So these are pieces of paper, watercolor paper, that I actually painted the colors that are on my color wheel. Okay? So using the color wheel, like that, and let's do, here we go. I'm going to glue this down, and then I'm also going to paint at the same time. There we go. Whoa! Look at that color. Crazy color. Whoa! Gets me all excited. Lots of glue. Lots of glue. Stick this one down there too. I have no idea where this is going to go. But this is like the fun part. It should always be fun, actually, right? There we go. So now I have pure color. Now I have pure color. Now with a larger brush, look at some, there we go, let's use this. Squeeze it out. These are the Holbein paints, acrylic paints, Holbein paints. Use lots of it. Oh! Looks like I'm doing a figure. Yep, I am. There we go. And one of the nice things about working while it's still wet, you blend it in with the paint and the paper all together. I'm going to squeeze out some titanium white. Here we go, titanium white. Using the same brush. This is a single figure. There we go. It's just the beginning of how I start. I don't draw it out, sketch it, and then paste it down on top of drawings. I just work directly into this. So it almost has a clown outfit. Of course I'm doing clowns. In case you miss it, there you are. All right. So thanks a lot for watching this BobBlast up here in Canada. It's been fantastic. These people actually do speak English.
And French.
And some French too. Mais oui. All right. Thanks again for watching this BobBlast. Basically, I just wanted to show you how I use my collage, how I start into a larger and looser and abstract piece using torn pieces of paper, black and white collage paper, and lots of gel medium. Lots of gel medium on top and also on the bottom. Thanks. I'll see you on the next BobBlast. Thanks for watching. And here's my latest announcement. It's all about trade shows. I'm going to be doing 3 of them this year. Can't wait. They're fantastic. But why do trade shows? Well, first of all, they're major exhibits of all the major art materials manufacturers. You know, with fantastic discounts. I know people that bring their trucks just so they can stock up on all the discounts. And they also bring in a lot of instructors like myself, and we do many 3-hour and sometimes 6-hour workshops. And we supply the art materials. How cool is that, right? So you can sign up early. Check out these 3 that I'm about to tell you about. All right, coming right up here on July 23rd, Burlington, Vermont. That's right there. That's the headquarters of Holbein. And I'm going to be there. Many other Holbein artists will be there. We do these fantastic workshops. Check it on my website. Next one after that will be in September 27th. sponsored by Artisans of Santa Fe. And who doesn't want to go to Santa Fe? You know, you've seen all those wonderful photographs. It really does look like that. So that's another major art expo where fantastic discounts, and you'll get to meet and talk to the manufacturers that actually, the materials that you use. So that's pretty cool for you to meet all these people. Then Art of the Carolinas. Oh, we've been talking about that one all year. That is major. You know, that one is sponsored by Jerry's Artorama. And so that'll be in Raleigh, again, November the 8th. Sharon DiGiulio does a great job at organizing all of us crazy artists and getting us into the workshops we want to get into. That's fantastic. They treat us so well. That's why I do those particular 3 workshops. There are many more out there. They're the ones I can fit into my schedule. I'm so glad you were able to have a chance to take a look at this. Again, I'll see you in Burlington, Vermont, or Santa Fe, New Mexico, or Raleigh, North Carolina.